In this video, we will guide you through the steps of applying to renew your study permit. The study permit is the official document issued by the Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada that allows foreign nationals to study at designated learning institutions in Canada. If your study permit expires before the anticipated completion of your program, you should extend it before its expiry to continue studying. Please note that information in this video is not intended to constitute legal advice. As immigration policy and regulations in Canada may change at any time, please always refer to the Government of Canada official websites for the most up-to-date information or contact international advisors at KPU. When should you extend your study permit? It is recommended that you apply 30 to 90 days before the expiry date of your current permit. Be mindful that your study permit cannot be extended beyond your passport's expiry date, so please make sure your passport is not expiring. To apply online from within Canada, you need to gather all required documents and complete your online application on your IRCC account. If you apply before your permit expires, you can continue to study under the same conditions even after your current permit expires until a decision is made by IRCC, as long as you remain in Canada. This is called a maintained status. If you leave Canada with a maintained status, you may be allowed to come back to Canada as a visitor. If you are temporary resident visa exempt or happen to still have a valid visa. If this is the case, you cannot study until you get your new study permit. The officer at the port of entry may also ask you to prove you have enough money to support yourself in Canada. If your study permit expires and you have not applied to extend it, you must stop studying and working immediately. In this case, please speak with an international advisor for advice and assistance. Before you apply, you need to obtain two major documents from KPU. The first one is your recent transcript, including your last 2 terms of study. If you have attended another institution during this period, make sure you provide that transcript as well. To obtain the transcript, visit kpu.ca/records/transcripts. Fill in the online request form, then the transcript will be ready for pickup or being mailed to your mailing address in about 3 to 5 business days. You can scan the QR code on the left for detailed instruction on how to fill in the online request form for the transcript. The second KPU document is your study permit extension letter. It is a personalized letter with detailed information about your academic enrollment and expected completion date. You can request for it starting 120 days before the expiry date. To obtain the letter, please make sure KPU has a record of your current study permit and you do not have any active hold on your account. Visit kpu.ca/international/advising. Select Forms and Letters on the left-hand side, then select Study Permit Extension Letter from the drop-down menu under Student Letters. Next, go over the letter information table underneath and click on Study Permit Extension Letter Request from under How. Complete the online form according to your situation. After submission, your letter will be issued to your KPU email account within 20 business days. You can scan the QR code on the right for a direct link to the online request form. Now let's look at how to start your application on the IRCC website. In general, you need to apply online from within Canada. If you cannot apply online because of a disability or problem with the online application, you can apply on paper. To apply online, Step 1 is to read through the instructions titled Guide 5552, Applying to Change Conditions or Extend Your Stay in Canada Student Online Application. This is the official guide provided by IRCC. You can access it by simply Googling the title. This comprehensive guide contains all the steps from gathering documents to submitting the application. Now let's get started. First, go to canada.ca and select the appropriate language. Next, select Immigration and Citizenship. Scroll down, click on the Sign In or Create an Account button on the right-hand side of the homepage. You will be directed to a page with 2 options, GC Key or Sign In Partner. If you have an account, choose the option that you prefer. If you do not have an account, please reference our How to Create an Account on IRCC video to create your account. For demonstration purpose, I will sign in with GC Key here. Sign in with your username and password. Click Continue. Read the terms and conditions of use and click on I accept. Answer the security question and click Continue. Now we are on the account page. Scroll down, select Apply to come to Canada even though you are already here. If you already have a personal reference code, you can enter the code and proceed. If not, select Visitor Visa, Study and / or Work Permit under I do not have a personal reference code. Now let's complete the eligibility questionnaire. What would you like to do in Canada? Choose Study. How long are you planning to stay in Canada? Choose temporarily more than 6 months. Select the code that matches the one on your passport. For current country of residence, select Canada. Do you have a family member who is a Canadian citizen or permanent resident and is 18 years or older? Yes or no? I will choose No here. Enter your birthday that matches what's on your passport. Are you a lawful permanent resident of the United States with a valid U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services number? Yes or no? I will choose No here. Next, select Student for your current immigration status in Canada. Choose your marital status accordingly and select British Columbia as your province of destination. At this point, you may see 2 options depending on which country you are from: study permit or temporary resident visa. Click Continue beside study permit. If you need a new visa, you can apply for it after you get your new study permit. Are you accompanying a family member who has status in Canada? Yes or no? I will select No. Do you also want to apply for a work permit? You have the option to apply for the co-op work permit together with your study permit renewal if your program is co-op eligible. For details, you can watch our How to Apply for a Co-op Work Permit video. Here I will select No. When does your status in Canada expire? Enter the date that your current study permit expires. Have you had a medical exam performed by an IRCC authorized panel physician within the last 12 months? You may require a medical exam if you need to work in certain fields or you have lived in a designated country or territory for 6 consecutive months or more in the past year. If your answer is yes, you will need to find your e-medical receipt from the exam you did within the past year. It has your photo and a barcode on it. I will select No here. Designated countries are those where there is a risk of contracting a dangerous disease. You can visit IRCC's Find Out If You Need a Medical Exam page to view the list of countries. If you have been in Canada for more than 6 months for the past year and do not intend to work in these fields, the answer is no. Do you want to submit an application for a family member? Yes or no? I will choose No here. Are you giving someone access to your application? I will select No. In the past 10 years, have you given your fingerprints and photo, biometrics, for an application to come to Canada? I'm going to select Yes. There are fees associated with this application. Will you be paying your fees or are you fee exempt? In most cases, yes. Yes, I'm able to make a digital copy. Will you be paying your application fee online? Yes. Now we can review all the answers. If you want to make a change to an answer, click the Edit button on the right. Then you will be brought back to the question and answer the question again. If everything's correct, click on Continue at the bottom of the review page to proceed. This page provides you with an overview of the steps required for your application. Please go through each step in detail, including the document uploading guidelines. Now we have your document checklist. You should gather all required documents and upload them on this page. When possible, documents should be issued within 30 days of submitting your application to be considered recent. If you must provide several documents in a section, combine them into one file before uploading. The size limit is 4 MB per file. You may need to reduce the file size. When you click on the application form's document name, another window will open, showing a "Please wait" message. Click on the download arrow at the top right to save the file onto your computer, and then open it with Adobe Reader to view the form properly. For details, instructions on how to fill in the form, please visit our website and reference the instructions for completing the IMM 5709E form for study permit extension application document. After uploading the validated form, make scanned copies including all pages of your passport with the biodata, signatures, stamps, visas, and other markings. Merge all the copies into one file and upload it. Upload your KPU study permit extension letter for letter of acceptance. Double-check everything on the letter to ensure it matches your situation. If you have any question or concern about the content of that letter, please reach out to KPU International Advising. It is recommended that you also include your transcript document here. Otherwise, you can upload your transcript under Optional Documents for Client Information section. For proof of means of financial support, as of January 1st, 2024, the cost of living financial requirement for study permit applicants has been raised. For study permit applications received on or after January 1st, 2024, a single applicant will need to show they have an equivalent of 20,635 Canadian dollars as the minimum amount of funds required per year, not including tuition. Moving forward, this threshold will be adjusted each year when Statistics Canada updates the low-income cutoff. For more details for additional family members, please visit IRCC Study Permit webpage, Proof of Financial Support section. Click on the question mark to see all acceptable documentations. A combination of different sources of financial support to show a total required amount is acceptable. Next step, upload your recent digital photo according to the photo specifications required. After uploading all the supporting documents, upload any optional document as per your situation, such as a letter of explanation, proof of medical exam, family information form, etc. If you have uploaded everything correctly, the details column will show upload in green, and a next button will appear at the bottom right corner of the page. Click Next, declare and sign, then pay the fee and submit your application. The cost is $150 Canadian for renewal and $85 Canadian for biometrics, if applicable. Here are some useful pages you could check out after your application, including IRCC processing time, IRCC application status tracker, and the IRCC web form. You can scan the QR codes to access. Please note that an application for a study permit extension does not constitute an application for a temporary resident visa. If you need a new TRV, you need to submit another application after your study permit extension is approved. Please watch our How to Apply for TRV video for details. If you have any questions regarding your visa, please be sure to speak with an international student advisor. Good luck with your application!